Yeah, and one thing that we did, and I have to give credit, Michael Watts, who's a plaintiff's lawyer out of Texas, who is one of our first early guests on this podcast, along with the defense lawyer like Monty English, kind of started the ball rolling in Corpus Christi, Texas, by getting an order, by convincing the judges to enter like an administrative order for their county saying that, depots could happen by Zoom, hearings could happen by Zoom, mediations could happen by Zoom. And we have pushed. I know that I have called judges that I know and pushed them and pushed them. And as long as under the ethical rules, it would be totally improper to call a judge and say, "Hey, I have this one case that you're the judge on, and in that case, they're not giving depots, and I want you to do something." That would be ex parte. But when we're talking about what the court rules are for cases in general, there is nothing wrong with talking to judges and saying, "Judge, here is an issue across all cases. Here is a solution, and I'm asking you as a member of the bar and a member of the public to, improve the administration of justice by allowing remote depositions and by doing remote hearings if you have a court that's not already doing remote hearings." And I think the more people push, and if you find friendly people on the other side of the docket, because there are defense lawyers that have realized they need to bill hours, and without depositions and hearings, there's only so many hours they can bill,
Right.
that they want to keep things moving too. The more we can get people pressing our courts to find ways to move things along, find ways to have Zoom hearings, find ways to require parties to do remote depositions, the better off we're all going to be.
I was really pleasantly surprised. I did a mediation. I participated in a mediation a few weeks ago that initially the defense counsel wanted to cancel and postpone until there was some certainty on whether we could do it in person. And the reason was that he had, there were going to be multiple carriers there. There were going to be multiple representatives of the defendant there. And so he had 7 folks that he had to maneuver on his end. And I had me and my client. But I was really pleasantly surprised at the mediator's ability to manage all the participants in the separate rooms. But it took some convincing of the defense lawyer and getting him together with the mediator about how it would work. And, the case settled for a really good result. And so if we hadn't just kind of eased people's concerns, that case probably would still be sitting on my docket. And so I think that, there's a little bit of an uncertainty in it. And I think lawyers just have a tendency of wanting to be in control and wanting to know all the things. And so if we can just accept that we're not going to know all the things right now, but keep pushing forward, I think we can still be productive. And I think that's true for judges too, because the judges don't have all the answers yet. But we can't let things come to a halt.